Top 3 unusual commands in the New Testament. First up, Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26. Be angry, and yet do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger. Yes, the Bible tells us to be angry. And this would make sense because we see God get angry many times in the Bible, especially the Old Testament. And so if being angry was sinful, then that would mean that God is sinful, and we know that that's not true. That's why he says be angry and yet do not sin. There's a certain type of anger. For example, we should be angry at sins like murder or theft or property taxes. But we're not supposed to be so angry to the point where it lingers over to the next day. That's why we don't let the sun go down on our anger, because that would hinder us from loving our neighbors. Next up, Colossians chapter 4, verse 1. Masters, show your slaves what is right and fair, knowing that you too have a master in heaven. So this is only strange to us because of the society we live in. The term slave is like a negative word, even though clearly God is a slave owner. God is master. And Paul assumes that some of the people he's writing to are slave owners, and he doesn't tell them to stop what they're doing, but rather he tells them to treat their slaves fairly, knowing that God himself is their master who is in heaven. Last one we're looking at today is 1 Corinthians chapter 16. Be watchful, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. Obviously, based on the context, this refers to all of us standing firm on God's word without any compromise whatsoever. The fact is, it's not evil to be belligerent against sin. In fact, it would be sinful if you didn't have a strong hatred against sin.